hey, are you serious about your enlightenment? Are you serious about your spiritual awakening? This is very, very important. I want to know.
Are you really serious?
If so, this one's for you. As you all know, one of the biggest questions that sages and enlightened beings ever recommended us to actually ask ourselves through self-inquiry was the big question of who I am. Who am I? The question of who am I goes through who am I not, in order for us to reach a certain level of awareness, a certain level of awakening. We need to stop being so serious. Being serious is one of the reasons why it's very hard to progress in this kind of path, in the path to enlightenment. If you're really serious about enlightenment and awakening, if you're serious, then it means that you are pursuing something, that there's something to reach, there's some destination, there's some goal, and in some point in the future you're gonna reach certain point of understanding. Actually, that kind of seriousness prevents you, me, from actually being and not achieving, living enlightenment, instead of reaching some kind of goal, hitting some kind of a treasure.
Seriousness has come essentially because of your self-importance. You hold yourself as an important person. I want you to see you are like a speck of dust in this existence. Tomorrow morning if you disappear, for sure in India nobody will miss you. Even down under, they won't bother much, A handful of people, they will also forget soon enough. Isn't it so? Oof! Nature does oof, you're gone. And nothing will happen in this world. Everything will happen wonderfully well even if you're not there. Every human being should be aware of this every moment of his life. It does not matter what the whole world says about you. It does not matter how significant a work you're doing. You must understand that tomorrow morning the world will go on fine without you, whoever you may be. Isn't it so? If you constantly remind yourself of this, you'll have no reason to be serious.
Let me ask you this, who is serious? When there's someone to be serious, it means that we, in some shape or form, we created this identity for ourselves, like who we are and who we are not. And coming out of this space, reaching emptiness or stillness is gonna face through difficulties, because there's gonna be many, many layers of what we accumulated over the years and what we've been thinking about who we really are. For example, yeah, I've been walking in the spiritual path and like I'm kind and I'm generous and I'm generally good. And then like when something in reality is gonna prove you maybe that you're not, someone is gonna get hurt. And this someone is the illusionary you. And that's why being so stiff and being serious actually on this path is gonna hinder us from being flexible, being like water-like. And actually yoga teaches us flexibility. And this flexibility comes from our physical body, but also from flexibility in our mind and in our breath. When we are flexible enough, we can adapt and change according to what's real right now. And that kind of mindset helps us to be more present and be more in the moment. Every experience that we experience is actually a pure reflection, a mirror of what we vibrate within ourselves. We put attention on the things that matter to us, emotionally trigger us or move us. And that's what's important. Because once you realize that every moment has something to show us, because it's a pure reflection of who you really are, then that's an opportunity for you to actually understand deeper what are the things that actually makes us feel limited. So once you are serious about life, about yourself, then first of all, it's blinding you to actually be able to see things that are different from what you used to think. So you can't really evolve into seeing reality in many, many different angles, different ways, because you are so used to see it in that way. So you will, just like they're saying that for a hammer, every problem looks like a nail. So for you, everything will look as the things that you are used to see, like the things that you used to attract. But actually in reality can be seen from infinite amount of angles. And once you are able to be not that serious and be actually flexible in your mind first, then you are able to start to see reality in different angles. And that's the doorway, the path to actually to show more compassion to yourself and to others. Actually be a better partner for everyone around you, especially for yourself. You'll be able to understand many, many different angles about yourself when you're not taking yourself so serious.
Just loosen up your life a little bit, laugh a little more, involve yourself with people around you, do things that you think is not so important. Don't do things which are very important. Do simple things. Very important you do simple things. Very important things you're doing in your life, you will become dead serious.
That is not to say that being serious doesn't mean that you need to not be committed or dedicated in your sadhana, in your practice, in your daily practice. It doesn't mean that at all. When you're serious, you're stiff, you can't evolve. But when you're dedicated, when you're committed, you can do it in a very fun and playful way. But still, you're showing up to your yoga class, you're showing up to your meditation, you're showing up for the relationships that you're committed to and dedicated your awareness to. So this is a very, very important differentiation between the two. When you are having the meditation or practicing yoga, you can practice also not experiencing suffering, like converting pain from not only experiencing pain and then suffer, but separate the two. You can understand that your body is going through a physical pain, but also enjoy it. Like understand, hey, it's progress, it's something that I'm going through. Not being serious, but being dedicated and committed can help you really progress in your ability to take a step back from having to feel certain things, some emotions. You can also be flexible about how do you want to perceive this specific scenario in reality. Some things that you might not even consider when you were serious. When you're serious, you can see these things. So this is also a very, very important distinguish between the two. And also I want to remind us that we don't need to suffer. And out of dedication and commitment, we can actually, even though we're going through these so many different things, practices and experiences, some of that is also shadow work that will bring about so many different emotions that were stored in our physical body sometimes, traumas that will bring about tears maybe. But even in that work, we don't need to suffer. We can experience these things as enriching, and so many different varieties of experiences and feelings that we wouldn't be able to even reach if we were stiff and serious about them. And also another thing that I want to say is that actually we're not monks. So our day-to-day and our mirroring that we get from reality comes also through relationships. Yeah, different people, we're not monks. When someone is reflecting something to us, when we are too serious about that, then we might feel feelings like, how can he talk to me like that? Or I am this and that, and I'm wearing a uniform, or I'm these kind of feelings that when we stop taking ourselves so damn serious, we're able to see all these different angles, and actually instead of getting hurt so much from this or that person treating us in this or that way, we can actually reflect back to us and see hey, how do I want to react? How does it make me feel? Am I really gonna change this person? Is that my goal? Or maybe I should just see how I want to react and maybe walk away or handle it if it feels like some kind of pattern that hinders our progress in the path to enlightenment. And actually for me, enlightenment or this spiritual awakening, and again, this is solely my own experience, it's my opinion, it's not I'm not saying I'm enlightened or something like that. It's nonsense. I'm just saying that my spiritual practice, of course, it goes through yoga and meditation, but the most important part for me, the living enlightenment, is the observation and be able to, in every moment, to be able to see the different choices that I have, and to be able to take the gap between what I used to see in this reality, and to be able to actually feel how I want to feel and how I want to act, and to be able to breathe into every different situation. Don't take yourself so damn serious. It's not fun for anyone, and it's not helping you progress in any way. But consider committing and consider dedication. And one last thing on a personal note. So just recently, this channel reached 1,000 subscribers. And that's you guys. And I wanted to say thanks, and I want to send a shout out to all of you for believing in this channel and believing that we can grow and be together on this path. I want to thank each and every one of you for actually commenting and sharing and communicating with me and with each other. It's like an amazing channel for growth for all of us. And thank you for being vulnerable and open with me and actually sharing your own experiences. And on that note, I want to say that actually creating and coming out and showing up, actually, just like practicing, just like yoga and meditation, it's not so easy for me to actually show up in front of a camera and actually editing and go through exposing myself and my truths and my feelings, my emotions, everything again and again in front of a camera. And I'm not sure if you experienced that before, but it's very hard. So I want to appreciate you going about and liking these videos, and actually I invite you to actually, if you benefit from this video, to actually like it as well. Just press the thumbs up, and it's there to show me like your appreciation on the creations and this channel. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing, because it's just the beginning of this channel. I have so many different and interesting subjects to talk about. For example, I just came back from 1 year of traveling in Southeast Asia, India and Malaysia, in the rainforests, and in Bali in Indonesia. I have so many things to share with you, and also what I'm experiencing right now and about the purpose of life, many interviews. And so if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. I love you so much. Till the next time. Peace and love. Bye bye.